You guys remember that Israel went to court today for the genocide that they are conducting in Gaza. South Africa took them to court on genocide charges. And the response was, if anybody's committing genocide, it's Palestine or Hamas. Watch this clip.
At the International Court of Justice in The Hague, Israel rejected claims by South Africa that it's committing genocide against Palestinians. On Thursday, South Africa demanded an emergency suspension of Israel's aerial and ground assault on Gaza, which it said was intended to bring about, quote, the destruction of the population of the territory. Earlier today in court, Israel accused South Africa of distorting the situation in Gaza.
If there have been acts that may be characterized as genocidal, then they have been perpetrated against Israel. If there is a concern about the obligations of states under the Genocide Convention, then it is in relation to their responsibilities to act against Hamas's proudly declared agenda of annihilation.
Now, this is the thing for me. How in the world could Hamas be committing genocide when they only bombed one day? The bombing has been relentless from Israel. So how in the world is the Palestinians or Hamas trying to commit genocide or attempting to commit genocide? Furthermore, apparently, America sent intelligence over to Israel to help them pick targets to bomb. Check out this clip.
Intercept has obtained documents suggesting the U.S. Air Force sent officers to Israel in November to help provide intelligence, including satellite data, to help Israel pick targets to bomb in Gaza. The document from November 21st references the deployment of an air defense liaison team to Israel. Craig McIver, a former UN official who resigned over the war in Gaza, said the Intercept's report is, quote, more evidence of U.S. complicity in genocide.
American military was sent to Israel to help them. So what y'all think about that? I mean, I understand. This is my thing. There is something else going on. I know they're talking about the channel, the port, the sea, and all of those things, but there has to be something else. He is in the middle of an election, and still he is not backing down, no matter how loud or how hard the American people are fighting and asking him to end this war, to call a ceasefire, and they are determined to allow this war to continue. So there is something else. I'm telling you, there is something else. I know that they're talking about the canals, the rivers, all of those things, but gotta be something more. You don't risk your entire presidency for a war that has nothing to do with America. And then
the United States and Britain have launched dozens of strikes from the air and sea targeting Yemen in a move many fear could trigger a broader regional war. At least 5 people were killed. The strikes targeted areas in Yemen controlled by Houthi forces who've been attacking Israeli-linked ships in the Red Sea to protest Israel's bombardment of Gaza. So far, the Houthis have not killed anyone aboard the ships, but the group's actions have disrupted a key global trade route. In a statement, President Biden said, quote, these targeted strikes are a clear message that the United States and our partners will not tolerate attacks on our personnel or allow hostile actors to imperil freedom of navigation, unquote. President Biden is the 4th U.S. president in a row to bomb Yemen. Houthi officials have vowed to retaliate against the strikes and continue targeting Israeli-linked ships in the Red Sea until a ceasefire in Gaza is declared.
We say to all countries, to Asian countries like China and others, we say to European countries in the West, we say to everyone in the world, there is no problem for you to transverse and pass through the Red Sea. The only targets exclusively are ships linked to Israel.
The Houthis, who control parts of Yemen, are seen as a member of the Iranian-backed Axis of Resistance, a loose-knit group of forces in the region that also include Hamas and Hezbollah.
I am really hoping that America influences and encourages Israel to cause a ceasefire, that they really do have things under control, because we do also have to realize that they have briefings and they have different information that we as the American public aren't privy to. So hopefully with whatever's going on, they really do have it under control. Prayerfully, they do cause a ceasefire and not a world war.